Lemonade. Contains 12% juice. But this is water. Water. Ah, yes. A nice, clean, crisp cup of water. Now, this coin that we got, where is it? It's a gold coin. Did we not pick it up? We didn't pick it up, right? Oh, we did pick it up. Didn't we? Hopefully that won't be a problem. Yep, there it is. Right? Yeah. Something like that. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
What is this? The inscription reads, "Though we leap between isles, home is beloved UKIZO." For those that don't know, UKIZO is the lost city of the Hawana, and the main reason why we're here. Oh. There's another person here.
Nowhere in the Isles have I seen such craftsmanship.
Let's talk to the soul real quick. The soul flits about in hasty panic bursts. It eases closer to you with anticipation. Read the soul. They laughed at your hours studying the runic script of the ancient Hawana. But here you are, poring over gold inscriptions while they scratch their heads. You promise yourself a good boast on this journey back to Nekataka. No one believes the Hawana could have forged a device like the Golden Wheel, but you stay silent in the matter. The Yanguithans built more for function than beauty, and this is art. Rotating the control disc and pressing panels had you so engrossed that you mistakenly entered the wrong combination. A slit opened in the disc, discharging a gas that brought you up to your knees, coughing loud enough to summon a creature whose shape you could barely perceive through the haze of pain. Boasting would have to wait. Zodi, emitting a palpable feeling of relief, the essence drifts into Zodi's lantern. Okay. I don't know the code for this. Yeah, we don't know the code for this. Edward might. The massive golden disc is covered with intricate engravings and inscriptions. You are able to pick out symbols representing plants, wildlife, and boats, but there's no discernible order or meaning to their configuration. Read the main inscription. To all wayward kin, far from family shores, let this chart point the way home. That your tribe may welcome you open-armed. Engravings remember what the dead forget. Take comfort in this sanctuary. Read its teachings and let knowledge guide the hand that turns the wheels. Okay. A circular depression stands out from the rest of the disc. The stone ring in your possession looks as if it could fit, but not without the other missing part. Study the engravings and look for a pattern. Yeah, you can vaguely see how different points of the engraving seem to match up, forming a coherent shape in spite of being situated on opposing sides of the carving. A depression in the ring resembles a control panel, which could be used to manipulate the moving parts of the disc, though it is missing something. Let's leave for right now. It appears to me like we don't have a full piece. I'm not saying we couldn't figure it out if we need to, but it does seem like that to me. Alright, Mr. Juana Man, you are our scout.
Trouble.
At your service.
Okay, just go on and do a tentacle here.
Lieutenant!
Yeah, you go ahead and stun the bats. Nice.
What do you need?
This is futile!
You need something.
Be on seek.
Oh, shoot. Dang. Oh, man, we absolutely destroyed them.
What say?
You just go
Your
ahead and hit
bones
him.
will feed the land.
Oh?
We'll go ahead and stun this frickin' shark.
Aye?
Shark, tiger, my goodness.
No mercy!
Yeah?
Oh, good.
Andre's whip for the win. Take those bat wings.
I shall.
And I guess that was it. How big is this place? We're almost done. Tiger Den. Interesting. The inscription reads, "It is the charge of all living things to safeguard Audra. The gods will know us by our fealty to this covenant." Okay.
I shall make it so.
I saw this thing on the map. I wanted to see what it was.
Yes, Captain.
The inscription reads, "Nagati gifted her chosen people with domain over water."
Yes, naturally.
Man, he has zero problem running through water. Alright, so there seems to be some sort of side tiger den here. Oh. Golden inner ring. Oh, I guess that was it. I thought there was more. Alright. Is that some sort of elevator or entrance, perhaps? Maybe this is the entrance. That makes more sense. Alright, everyone. The golden disc faces the sky, motionless and silent. You note the vacant depression on the control panel matches the engraved ring you found in the ruins. Slide the golden wheels into the control panel. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around their central axis. The outer ring is inscribed with passages in Juana runic language. 4 symbols decorate the inner wheel. They show pillars of luminous Audra, the native Kuiki fruit, a depiction of the Juana water-shaping art, and a lovingly engraving island. The way these inscriptions align suggests a relationship between the two. Something about the island catches your attention. The runes surrounding it are particularly elaborate, and every measurement uses it as a point of origin. It's UKIZO. Akira, are we both saying this? Takehu brings a shaking hand up to his wipe his mouth. A set of dots on the inscribed panel of the outer ring suggests that it should be rotated in a sequence, starting from one and ending in 4. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. The first inscription reads, "Though through roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless boughs, their yield is a welcome reprieve." The inner ring can be turned to match the symbol of the inscription. That would be the kohiki fruit. Turn the wheel to the inscription with the kohiki fruit. So we got the fruit. The way the control panel sits atop the disc suggests that you can push the configuration down. Push down on the metalwork. You press the weight on the panel. Deep inside the disc, you hear the rotation of heavy parts. The golden ring springs back up, ready to be spun again. Okay. The next inscription reads, "Our covenant to safeguard those petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire." Our covenant to safeguard those petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire. You turn the wheel, lining up the symbol for water shaping with the inscription. The wheel settles into place with some resistance, like owing to age and neglect. Beneath the disc, the groaning of gear sounds once more. The next inscription reads, "Nagari gifted her chosen people with domain over her dark and turbulent kingdom." Ooh. Alright, so we're gonna have to go back. Rotate the wheel into the first. This first one was the kohiki fruit. And the second one, I think, is the Luminous Audra. So this one should be water shaping. You turn the wheel, lining up the water shape with your inscription. Press down on the metalwork. A cacophonous grinding of sound builds from somewhere deep beneath the disc. Whether it indicates a favorable outcome or not remains to be seen. Our destination, our home. Wherever we go, she sees the horizon. Turn the wheel to match the symbol of UKIZO. It takes an extra hard push, but the rings settle into place. A long silence follows, in which you are forced to wonder whether or not you input the correct combination. What consequences might follow either way. Manipulating the control panel has rotated the rings of the massive inner disc into a new configuration, one that lines up with a neat precision. The engravings intersect in a manner that form the shape of the Deadfire. The emerging image is not exactly a map, but an index of islands and coordinations organized in relation to each other. You recognize several of the sighted locations as containing nothing but open water. Charting a path by this obsolete system would now be impossible. The word UKIZO stands out from the other names of islands. You take a rubbing of the disc in its completed form. Judging by your surroundings, this coordinate system has gone untouched for millennia. Your findings may be of interest to someone. You've gained the item Huana Chart. This rubbing was taken from the blighted ruins of Moter Okozi. Shows a complex navigational system used by the ancient Huana, likely intended to aid any lost travelers on their way home. Since Cataclysm reconfigured much of the Deadfire, their coordinates are all obsolete. Still, a reference to UKIZO means that this rubbing might be of value to some more than just historians. Whether or not the treasure would be available to just anyone who happens by is another matter. The gold ring are resolutely locked in place. I'm not going to destroy it. I'll just leave it.
You need something?
Yeah.
That'll do, I say.
Okay. Was that it? It seems to have been it. A harvest the quickie fruit brooms without toil. The fruit of the dead sustains the living. I guess there was a bunch of those statues around here to help with the ring, but I pretty much know
You must
Kawaii.
gather your party before.
I know their lore pretty well now. Or at least I feel like it. We have 4 injured crew members. Oof, maybe we should rest real quick. Let's see here. Fire kelp. Oof. Get you some fresh fruit. We'll rest for a minute. Ooh, okay, now it's nighttime. Hungry Sholas? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Oswald finds you on the main deck. Your navigator is holding a compass the same way you might hold a moldy piece of fruit. Captain, there's something wrong. The needle's twitching like a scarab's leg, but there's nothing about this place on the charts. Shizu stares out at the sea. The shallow of the way falls upon us, peering through us to pierce the depths. Oswald blinks blankly at Ushazu. Bettel points ahead. Reefs, Captain. Some ships cross them to save time. We can try it ourselves, or we can go around. Oswald sighs. With our instruments acting like this, I say we sail around the place. Whatever it is, however long it takes. Yeah, I don't know if our reputation with Wall is that great. Head bowed, Eldrim mutters quietly, and holding the obscured imparts revelations. Mayhaps the god of secrets has marked this place for a reason. Sure, let's try it. Andra protects us. Oswald mutters, hanging the useless compass on a peg. As you sail above the reefs, a faint light shimmers in the depths. At first, a glow barely reaches the surface, but it gradually brightens. In source, rising closer, something that looks like a submerged mountain peak. You recognize it as a vast shelf of luminous Audra. Soon you are surrounded by jagged shoals of the stuff, reaching your ship like grasping claws. Your crew goes quiet, tense, and transfixed. Peering overboard, Ushizu whispers, the eyes of the eyeless face. Just below the surface, surrounding your ship, you glimpse a host of eyes watching you. As they flicker, however, the eyes resolve into thousands of fish, their silver and blue flanks marked with black spots like pupils. It's a blessing, Edwin says, but the others don't seem so sure. Close your eyes and take the wheel. See what isn't seen. With a steady hand, you guide the Defiant across the reef. It slips through gracefully, though you hear your crew mutter as they spot the remains of ships that were not guided by the hand of the Divine. At last, the shoals and Andra recede behind you, and the eye-like fish give up their pursuit. Oswald checks his compass, now pointing fatefully north, and breathes a sigh of relief. You open your eyes and find the crew staring at you in a mixture of awe and trepidation. Sometimes I wonder just what we've gotten ourselves into, Oswald said. Bedouin merely nods. The Shuzu grins and turns away. Wow, everyone gained a rank from that. And we unlocked a shortcut. Neat. What is over here? Nothing, perhaps? We'll just make sure. Yep. Oh, what is that? I guess we're gonna go into some combat. Sailing offers a welcome reprieve from UKIZO until the silhouette of the advancing ship grows clear on the horizon. The winds turn against you as the pursuer, a well-equipped Ruritanian junk, closes the distance handily. The flag of the Royal Deadfire Company waves proudly. A placard on the hull identifies it as Benevolent Aegis. A loud percussion follows by a splash of water announces a cannonball fired across your bow. Oh, I'm gonna fight my way out of this. The battle cry on your lips, you steer the Defiant towards the advancing vessel and prepare for combat. Yeah, get ready for, Oh, I'm boarding your ship. You're gonna get absolutely wrecked! Once I found out about naval combat, it's over. My crew can go toe-to-toe with anyone. I should go find the ghost pirates.
What's the command, Captain?
Yeah, go kick his butt. Oh, you kicked his butt. Get him, bird. Who's the captain here? You're the captain.
Time to separate the chaff.
Oh, you should have punched him. Ow. Ow. Nice.
Hey.
Variatus!
Put down a force field. Everyone's safe. Very nice, people. Oh, shoot.
Perfect. This cake.
Dang.
Yes. Oh, indeed. Yeah.
Is that it? Nope.
You need something.
I thought that was it. Who else is alive? Royal Swordsman? Who's the Royal Swordsman?
Yes?
Oh, that guy.
Hey.
Okay. Mule kick. Dang.
Yes?
They'll fall by my hand.
Happy to oblige. Glory be to God.
At your service.
Smack him. Ho ho. Smacked. Easy. I wonder what's over in this ruined tower over here. Hey, oh, hey. You find a ruined tower rising up from the top of a low hillock. The wood and stone structure is stained by oily smoke residue, and a smattering of masonry is spread out from the tower's base in a wide fan. It seems to have suffered from some kind of explosion. You take the time to search the tower. 4 hours have passed. You find nothing of value. You continue exploring the ruined towers, but still find nothing. You find a few useful tools among the rubble. Rope and a grappling hook. And a pry bar. And 2 scrolls of Winter Wind. You finished searching and there's nothing more to see. You collected some water and I guess that was it. Principe. Oh, another Huana Lagoon. Where are we? Pretty far north. Let's see if we can do anything with this lagoon here. The ship crests a high wave before plunging into the next trough, shuddering down its length, clinging to the rail. Dalian shouts orders from the aft castle as water rushes across the deck. Twiki Longfrost points into the rough seas. Something ahead in the water! A massive pale gray form appears briefly in the water ahead of you, disappearing with a flash of a flat-finned tail. What in Andra's name is that? Let the creature pass in peace. Tuaku Longfrost. Eyes meet you. I'm not sure that's an option, Captain. As if on cue, the beast explodes from among the waves. Its 3 massive tusks stabbing forward as it slams into the side of the ship. The higher tusk tears into the rigging and main sail, while thicker lower tusks rip through the side of the ship and just from the deck. SULONE only barely manages to avoid being impaled by one of the protruding tusks. Blast the creature with magic. Aloth. Aloth? Yeah, Aloth, you do the fireball. Aloth throws a bolts of magic at the beast, scouring its flesh, but it continues to thrash, tearing apart the deck with its tusk, biting into the hole. Angrier than ever. Oh, no. Attack while it's stuck in the hole. Zuzu strides forward, blade in hand, and leaps into the thrashing beast. The mariner clings to the upper tusks, while stabbing the weapon time and time again into the whale's head. With a crack like thunder, Dalian empties an arquebus directly into the beast's eye. Oof, the creature finally stills. The whale's tusks remain lodged in the ship, and its blood slickens the deck, but calm again, it falls over the Defiant. The crew gather quickly, clapping one another on the back before they begin harvesting the beast. Or meat. Once near omnipresent dish throughout the Deadfire, whale meat has fallen in demand with the introduction of more reliable meat sources and advancements in commercial fishing. Moreover, it's still a vital food source among the wayfinders of the Huana. Horn. This curved horn could make an excellent trophy or drinking cup. Fine horns are likely prized by artisans and as they take well to carving. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to kill a beast. Oof. Seems to be quite intense up here. Ooh, very intense up here. Okay, we'll get out of here. Go ahead and resupply. Serpent's crown. Serpent crown. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yes, I shall.
My friend, you hide your face in a book while the beauty of the Deadfire passes you by.
A readied mind will be far more useful the next time we face dragons, cultists, or vampires.
You are ready to face death. What of life, I say?
If you never experienced the pleasure in a good book, more's the pity.
Can't you two get along? Wow, that's so pretty.
As you like.
You see my adorable fish, Captain? I leave you to guess which of them is real.
None of them. Who are we supposed to talk to again? We're supposed to talk to the prince? Okay. I'm back, Prince.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Your expedition never made it off of Moter Okaiza. I'm sorry.
I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and in the vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Aruhui raises a shaking hand and touch his lowered brow.
What of their findings, Watcher? Did they recover anything? Anything about UKIZO?
I found this ancient Huana navigational chart. The prince accepts the chart in silence, holding it up to light and poring over every detail with interest. His hand trembles as he holds the paper.
An unusual accounting of the isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to...
His finger drifts up the sigil of UKIZO. Aru nods. Interesting how the ancient Huana treated UKIZO like the center of the world.
Ikira, I have seen nothing that challenges this notion of theirs. Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, Hawaii rolls up the parchment and tosses a heavy pouch of coins. Major positive reputation gained with the Huana. I've gained 1,700 copper. Thank you, my prince.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost UKIZO.
I had some trouble with the Royal Deadfire Company on the open sea.
Ikira, they will not let you escape with what they could so easily steal.
Prince Amau murmurs under his breath.
But will they not find the original chart as unprotected as a Raparu food pile?
Guess I should have destroyed it. Assuming they survived the jungle, probably.
I expected better judgment from an agent of the crown.
Aoi folds his arm and presses the bridge on his nose.
Even with the help of the gods, our task was unlikely before these complications, I say.
He waves you on, eager to change the topic. The bark cloth was a message from Woiki to deter any visitors.
For what do they protect Matario Cozy when its knowledge could help all Huana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report, Your Highness.
This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
Arui touches his brow and considers.
I sent the expedition to their fate. and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
He lifts his gaze to meet yours. She's never far from mine either.
May all who fell on Matario Cozy slip through the eel's jaws. Juana, an outsider alike.
Sighing, Arui bows his head.
But on to brighter times, I say. If UKIZO can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
His mask of grief breaks under the pull of a broad smile.
The Queen and I make plans for the future. If you continue to make yourself useful, I say there is a place for you in them. She will call on you when the time is right. Ikura?
I'll await a word from UKIZO then.
May the wind caress your sail.
Ari pats you on the shoulder and nods, smiling. Aloth leveled up.
Captain, a word?
Ah, what's on your mind, Takehu?
You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison.
No, not really.
We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say?
It's not that bothersome.
Oh no? You have not been the savior of an archipelago as long as some of us.
Letting out a sigh and planting his hand on his hip, Takehu grins with deep satisfaction. He locks his eyes with yours and makes no move to break the contact. Look deeply into his eyes. He nods slightly, the grin spreading across his features, but makes no other move. Continue looking into his eyes. What do you want to get? You look like you want to get something off your chest.
Ikera, just so. All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone?
He tips his head coyly on the side, letting his hair drape down with a moist squish. Yeah. I'm already attached to Takehu. I'm sorry. Zodi and I are awfully close.
Ah, so innocence and piety inflamed your desire.
Intrigued, Takehu rubs his chin and nods.
A pity you did not glance in my direction sooner, Captain. The pain of a missed opportunity. It is divine, I say.
I'm sure you feel that way. Shrugging, he opens his palm by his side and smiles uninterrupted in every way unconcerned. I had other questions.
What say, Captain?
Where did you live prior to Nekataka?
The Kahanga are my tribe, but my people settled on Atua, an island too modest to deserve the attention of maps. My mortal mother tans boar hides. My father trades in the abundance of pearls and opals Atua is blessed to provide. When I was born, Father called me his blue topaz boy.
Takehu scratches the back of his head and grins. Have any other notable godlikes come from Atua?
Doubtless, I say. But I am the most precious gem of recent history. Godlike are revered as bringers of local change, but only Ngati's Chosen is thought to deliver an omen for all Huana at once.
What did you do around the island?
I could not be kept from the water, so my father taught me how to dive for pearls and azada snails. Ngati filled my palms with riches on every harvest, I say. When I came of an age to begin a man's pursuits, the Mataru reached out to the Kahanga Queen. Weighing my arrival against the forces that descended on her territory, the Queen could not invite Ngati's Chosen into the Water Shapers Guild fast enough. In hard times, the endorsement of a goddess is more valuable than currency.
Your birth must have been a big event.
Ikera. High winds stirred the vigor of the seas. 2 huts collapsed before our local storm speaker could shout down the weather.
He beams with pride.
They say the skies only cleared when I fell into the midwife's basket. Peace had returned to the island. Or so the Mataru predicted. Akira, speak on.
Tell me about water shipping? I already kind of know about water shipping. We'll be off.
Oh, certainly.
Sorry, Takehu. You're too, self-centered for me to like you. He's all about him. Nothing else. Which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's just not what I'm looking for right now.
You certainly seem cheerful lately. Sleeping better, I hope?
Sure am. Been sleeping like a newborn babe, but, well, less fussy.
I don't suppose you could share your secret. I rarely get a decent night on the ship.
Oh, it's easy. You just gotta get the tar shocked out of you when you dump a bunch of souls into a luminous Audra pillar.
I suppose that's one way to do it. And, I guess we will end it here and figure out what we're gonna do next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.